Our next speaker is actually Kirk Albert. Now, Kirk has lived in North Grenville for more than 25 years. He has 15 years of management experience in the private sector and more than 10 years of experience in the federal public sector, where he's currently investigations manager with Public Services and Procurement Canada. He's also volunteered extensively with organizations dealing with youth here in Kemptville. Kirk is a member of JOG, that is the Jail Opposition Group here in Kemptville. Welcome, Kirk. I apologize again for skipping over you.
No problem.
Please proceed with your presentation.
Thank you very much, Victor. I'd like to start by thanking the Coalition Against the Proposed Prison for inviting me to speak this evening with such an impressive panel of speakers. Good evening, everyone. My name is Kirk Albert. I've been asked to speak to you about a positive vision for the future of Kemptville and the Municipality of North Grenville. It would be safe to say that everyone likely had a reaction the first time they heard or read about the Greater Ottawa Correctional Complex. It could have evoked any number of emotions. I can tell you that the first feeling I had was one of bewilderment. How was it conceivable that our town could be home to a correctional facility? A 235 bed facility with a size and capacity that would exceed that of prisons in Brampton, Thunder Bay, Milton, and the list goes on. These are urban centers with populations in the hundreds of thousands. Next, I tried to rationalize how an institution like this could ever fit into the character of the town. It was not at all what I expected would be part of Kemptville's landscape. I've been lucky to have lived here for a very long time. I've seen the changes, I've experienced the growth, and I've realized what an excellent list of ingredients Kemptville has to offer as a vibrant community, ready for further growth and opportunity, be it recreation, leisure activities, a broad selection of private and commercially owned businesses, retirement living, and a great rural option for people living or working in the busy downtown core of Ottawa or its surrounding area. So green and growing, it certainly is. However, concern of many now is, will it continue? As residents, taxpayers, and voters, we had no input, zero consultation, yet a decision by the province is forcing us to reconsider and reevaluate what the future of this town will look like, and even whether we want to be part of that future should the institution be built. So what is the vision for Kemptville? If you ask different people, you will undoubtedly receive different responses. Maybe the vision is culturally based, maybe it is focused on the agricultural roots of this area. The vision might be to preserve and promote the heritage that exists. It could be about promoting our community as a home for enterprise that is based in technology, renewable energy, research and development, or other progressive and innovative businesses that could become a showpiece for our town, contributing economically, socially, and environmentally. It's exciting to think about the possibilities. It's exciting to think that we currently have an opportunity to shape the future, which includes potential prosperity and positive branding. So where is Kemptville in the development of the vision for the future? Well, there is activity underway with a recently published draft of the Kemptville Campus Master Plan, including a 10 to 15 year concept which lists ideas for reinventing the campus as the community hub for years to come. There is development of a tourism strategy underway for North Grenville to complement the vision conveyed in the campus plan. There is planning underway by the Kemptville Business Improvement Area in line with the Community Improvement Plan, focusing on the revitalization of the downtown core. There is a Parks, Recreation, and Culture Master Plan that has been developed. And the town has municipal staff, local entrepreneurs, volunteers, and other stakeholders striving to build a community that we can be proud of. So how much has the prison announcement derailed the planning? It has been stated by our municipal government that the unilateral decision by the province, quote, wasn't our vision and nowhere in our plans. With so much time, effort, and taxpayer money devoted to these growth and development plans, it isn't surprising that there is significant opposition to the prison and a desire to have the province reconsider its proposal. It's also been stated by some that the Kemptville campus plan can coexist with the prison. The questions that this statement raises are: one, will the tourism strategy, campus vision, or business improvement plans ever be fully realized? Number 2, will businesses want to cohabit in the shadow of the prison facility? And number 3, will tourists want to bring their families to walking trails, wetlands, and agricultural demonstration exhibits within a stone's throw of a prison built to maximum security standards? What a strange and unpleasant dichotomy that would present. West side charm and heritage, and east side concrete, fencing, razor wire, and security cameras. Roughly 3 decades of information has generated research data that clearly indicates: 1, prisons generate fewer linkages in the local economy compared to manufacturing and other industries. 2, forecasting of employment and economic impacts of rural prisons are often over-optimistic. 3, there may be a stigma of being a prison town, which can make it more difficult to attract other investment or less desirable for potential new residents. Number 4, tax revenues are lower than expected because many staff of the facility do not live in the prison town. And 5, as was mentioned earlier, goods and services are purchased by prisons through established procurement processes to centralize and maximize economies of scale, thus limiting discretion to purchase locally and independently. I want to now speak specifically to tourism because it's an integral component that can impact so many factors in a small growing town. I took the opportunity to read the Expedia excerpt for Kemptville, and I have to say it's quite flattering, albeit dated and incorrect in a few areas. It makes reference to historical, humble beginnings, reveling in lasting charm, savoring the tranquility of small town life. I can't help but think how the revision to the description will read, or how prospective visitors will feel when they discover that Kemptville's newest infrastructure is a 235 inmate maximum security correctional facility. However, for now, it is fair to say that we're heading in the appropriate direction. Visitors coming to Kemptville come for restaurants, sports, farmers markets, the Kemptville Live music festival, and the upcoming international plowing match. These are great examples that can brand your town in a manner that will perpetuate success. A consultancy firm was recently selected to develop a tourism strategy for Kemptville and North Grenville. The strategy is to align with plans already published, and a final report is expected on or about February of 2021. The part I find troubling with the announcement, as communicated in an article, a newspaper article, stated, quote, cognizant of the negative perceptions that the province's correctional facility could potentially precipitate, the municipality says the consultants will be taking the development into account. Hold on a minute, I said. The province and our MPP touted the prison as an economic boon with positive spin-offs for years to come. Sounds to me like the consultant will be starting early to create a spin of his own. Research supports that correctional facilities quite likely could pose an impediment to tourism. The proposed prison will be immediately across from the visionary, quote unquote, community hub of North Grenville at the Kemptville campus. If the province had shown any respect toward the municipal government or the community, they would have heard about the planning, the consultants, the design concepts. They would have known that their facility in no way fits the vision of North Grenville, and that there could be much more innovative and or sustainable use of that land. I spoke earlier about witnessing the growth of this town. The tricky part about growth is being clear about how, where, and with whom you want to grow. Hospital, library, schools, residences, highway expansion, small and medium enterprise are but a snapshot of the growth that is occurring in North Grenville and at a rapid pace. The growth did not include a prison. The prison is not in line with the vision for North Grenville, and research does show that it will slow progress and do more overall harm than good. So why entertain this proposal? It's okay to say no, and it's okay to raise the issues that this proposed facility has created. So to sum up, a strong majority of residents in Kemptville and North Grenville want a future for Kemptville that is created by us and for us. Will we still be able to shape the future of Kemptville with the knowledge that the prison could be a reality? Some will argue yes, many will vehemently argue no. The sad reality of the situation is that should the maximum security institution proceed in this town, we no longer hold the pen, when scripting what we want the future of our community to look like, the shadow of the facility will run far and wide. Kemptville celebrates its 170th anniversary in 2027. If we don't continue and strengthen our opposition to the prison, the completion date is planned to coincide with this important milestone. There would, without doubt, be some tragic irony if that occurs.